I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my hit is real good. We don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Hey, Jello!
Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Tackles. Mike check 33. I'm coming.
From the 31, Mahomes, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Shaquem Griffin. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. Third and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On third and long, it's Mahomes. And it's complete. It's Damian Williams. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. On first down, Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And going deep for Hill. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's McCoy. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Dancing to his left. He'll run it. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now McCoy. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Hey, 0, 0, 0. 40. Check, 59.
From the gun, it's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Shoot. 12. Good.
This is Homer. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Got it.
Going on the ground with Homer. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
He's checking. There. Hey, check 24. What's left? Slam. Check. Hot route. Hot.
And that'll set him back 5.
Come on, fellas.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Check. Tighten up. Let's go. Back.
They'll run with Marshawn Lynch. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now.
Mike, 12. 59. I'm coming for you. Mike, check.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And he whips that one incomplete there. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it, and the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Yellow, there's no warning. Big stop, D. Big stop, let's go.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Flushed out right, and that's incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice, get rid of it, live to fight another down.
Being chased out left. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. K.J. Wright in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
It's Hill, complete. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Check. Lucky. Kill. Jim.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Got it. Deuce. 12. Check 50. Check. Alert. Check 49.
They'll run this with Homer. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Good job right there. Check 4. Switch. Check 3. Hey, 0. Hey, switch gears.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
You ain't doing 59. Mike's 59.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Check 52. 6 guard. Check 6 guard. Good touch.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He's got Lockett. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
You got nothing. Alert. Mike, check. 59. Hey.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
Let's get this.
Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the base.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Watch the job right there. Good job right there.
Now a give right side. It's Carson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the past. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check 26, check 26. 18. Check 37, 25. Hey, alert. Gotta go, in and out, let's go.
And a give this time to the tailback. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
You remember me? Right left, right left. Touch 50, touch 50.
Again, it's Homer. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Throwing is Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position.
Yellow. Hey, Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday. Check the backer, check the backer.
They'll try and get the running game going with McCoy. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the 24, Mahomes. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. Well, CD, with the end of the season comes the announcement of the All-Pro team, and everybody was like, wait a second, Christian McCaffrey's listed twice. Is that a mistake? No, he got it both at running back and flex. Pretty impressive.
Very impressive, because I think a lot of people thought that if you have a running back and a flex position, that maybe Christian McCaffrey would go into the flex because he catches the ball so well, and he would go ahead and elevate the big guy out of Tennessee, Derrick Henry, to the All-Pro running back. Henry ends up being a second-team guy, but McCaffrey deserves being first-team running back as well as first-team flex. He had a tremendous, spectacular year.
And as you might imagine, Baltimore leads the way. 5 players named to the All-Pro selection. Of course, leading the way for them, the quarterback Lamar Jackson.
Yes, and rightly so, and I fully expect him to be named the MVP when we get to NFL honors right before the Super Bowl. He's going to sweep all of those, and he deserves it. Carried that team throughout the season and got better in their bigger games.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Dorian O'Daniel, 3rd-round pick in 2018, made the tackle. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
That's right, baby. 19. Switch. Look at. Twist. Alert.
And to give this time to the tailback. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now a handoff looking right. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Now it's Wilson. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Squeeze, double.
They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. And they'll keep it on the ground with McCoy. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 46-yard line.
He's checking.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 7 yards there and a first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. In on the stop, Bradley McDougald.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a good gain of 11, sets them up 1st and goal. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Williams will try again. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
No, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field, so you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Kansas City.
Let's hit the post-game tailgates and grab some of that barbecue.
Yeah, BBQ.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, there with the hands. Thought he could go it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash. Yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dials, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh there with the hands. Thought they could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. This is fielded at the goal line.
That's it, baby. We're going to
Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. It was Trey Flowers that time who got a hand in and broke it up. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
1st down, Chiefs.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Here, one. Shoot. Hey.
Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, 43, 15.
To throw, it's Mahomes. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. $27 yards there, a 1st down. And another example right there, Charles. McCoy is good getting the ball handed to him. He's also dangerous in the passing game.
You put him in space, and you've got trouble as a defense, and they organize that one very well because, you know, the screen game, when they're deceptive that way and they create that space for him, look out. And he turned into a heck of a play.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in.
And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Friday. Watch the ship. Take 4. Hey, 0-0-0.
Here's Travis Homer, the former Miami Hurricane. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. Check 3. 40. Check nickel. Hey. 36 power. Check 52. 6 guys. 14. Pull up for signal.
Now a give, right side. Carson, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Open man is Gordon, complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. First down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
They were already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it, and he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now a first down carry here from McCoy. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
2nd and 5 now. Mahomes buying time to his left. And he's going to keep it here. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Steps away to his left. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And it's caught. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Let's go. Let's do this.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Quick slant, caught by Moore. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. To throw again on second down. Wilson, that's caught by Hollister. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Wilson now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
Watch it. Hey, look. Hey. Check 13. Guys, 4 down. Joker.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Darren Lee there to get him down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the Chiefs' 38-yard line.
Play action. Now Wilson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Mike is 59. That's what I do. Check.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. This complete to Lockett. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
You better be afraid of me.
To throw again is Wilson. Yeah, he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Hatch it. Hey, alert.
Again, Wilson. And he's going to go down. This will count as a sack, a very short sack, taken down at the 2. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Looking to throw on second down. Wilson. And some room to roam now. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's McCoy. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. So after the run by McCoy, here's another 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
He's out of bounds at the 13-yard line.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes dancing to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. He lets it fly for Lockett. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. They complete it to Hill. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. They'll run on 1st down. McCoy. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you've got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
Let's go double count right here, double count.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. On first down, it's Carson. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
At the 27-yard line.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Bang out, bam, bam. Slap.
They go play action now. Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Chris Jones busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here's Wilson. And he's going to go down again. Chris Jones picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Terrell Suggs, one of the best in the business at finding the QB, gets home there. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run it with Williams. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Damian Williams, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Butker now to add the extra point.
Could not block that one any better. Everyone was accounted for, and a great surge by the offensive line.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it for 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain. So now
and now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes being chased out left. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he is all the way up past the 25. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Here's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Wilson. He's got Lockett. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Wilson to Lockett there for the Seahawk 1st down. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
This throw complete. Wilson finding Lockett. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
It's caught. Lockett. Now the Seahawks going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing again here, Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, 1st down Seahawks. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passing we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Jason Myers now for the extra point. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. They'll break the huddle, come up.